9 signs your dog trusts you with their life. And I'm going to tell you something that will completely change how you see your furry best friend. There's one behavior that happens every single day in your home that reveals your dog literally considers you their guardian angel, their protector, and the most important being in their entire world. By the end of this video, you'll recognize signs of trust so profound that you'll realize your dog doesn't just love you, they've chosen you as their everything. If you enjoy fascinating insights like this and want to see more, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out. The most intimate signs of vulnerability. Have you ever walked into your living room and found your dog sleeping in the most adorable position, completely sprawled out, belly exposed to the world, legs in the air like they just don't care? Most people think this is just cute, but what you're actually witnessing is one of the most profound displays of trust in the animal kingdom. When your dog sleeps on their back with their belly exposed, they're doing something that goes against millions of years of survival instinct. Think about it in the wild. Showing your vulnerable belly to anyone would be a death sentence. The abdomen contains all the vital organs, completely unprotected by ribs or thick muscle. It's the softest, most defenseless part of their entire body. Yet there your dog is choosing this position specifically when you're nearby. They're literally saying, I trust you so completely that I'm willing to expose my most vulnerable spot because I know you'll protect me. This isn't just comfort. This is a declaration of absolute faith in your protection. But here's what makes this even more incredible. Dogs don't sleep this way with just anyone. Have you ever noticed that when strangers come over, your dog immediately shifts to a more defensive position? They might still be friendly, but that belly? It stays protected. That vulnerable sleeping position is reserved for you, their chosen guardian. Studies from the University of Pennsylvania have shown that dogs in shelters or unfamiliar environments will almost never sleep in this exposed position. It takes weeks or even months of building trust before a rescued dog feels safe enough to sleep belly up in their new home. So if your dog does this regularly around you, congratulations, you've achieved something truly special. Now, let's talk about something that might drive you absolutely crazy, but that you should actually feel honored about. Does your dog follow you to the bathroom? Every single time. Like they're your personal bodyguard who's taken an oath to never leave your side. I know. You're probably thinking, can't I have just 2 minutes of privacy? But here's the thing. This behavior comes from one of the most beautiful places in your dog's heart. In wolf packs and wild dog communities, pack members never venture to vulnerable locations alone. When one member needs to be in a defenseless position, others stand guard. Your bathroom trips represent vulnerability to your dog. You're in a small, enclosed space with limited escape routes. So your faithful companion thinks, my human is going somewhere potentially dangerous. I need to make sure they're safe. They're not being clingy. They're being your personal security detail. This protective instinct runs so deep that even the most independent dogs will abandon their comfortable nap spots to escort you to the bathroom. It's not about separation anxiety. It's about love so profound that your safety becomes their priority. Behaviorists have documented that dogs who follow their owners to the bathroom show lower stress hormones than dogs who are prevented from doing so. They genuinely feel responsible for your well-being. Comment below and tell me, does your dog do bathroom duty? I read every comment, and I'd love to hear your stories about your faithful guardian. And then there's perhaps the most heart-melting behavior of all. Picture this. You've had the worst day ever. You're sitting on your couch, feeling defeated, maybe even crying a little. Suddenly, your dog appears with their absolute favorite toy, that raggedy tennis ball they guard with their life, or that squeaky elephant they've had since they were a puppy. They don't want to play. They're not asking for attention. They're making you an offering. Research has shown that dogs possess genuine empathy. They can read human emotions through our body language, facial expressions, and even the chemical changes in our scent when we're stressed or sad. When your dog brings you their most treasured possession during your difficult moments, they're essentially saying, here, take my most precious thing, maybe it will make you feel better. This behavior has been observed across all dog breeds and ages. Puppies as young as 8 weeks old have been documented bringing their favorite items to distressed humans. It's not learned behavior, it's instinctual generosity that comes from a place of pure love. This is sacrifice in its purest form. That toy isn't just an object to your dog, it's their security blanket, their joy, their comfort, and they're willing to give it up because your happiness matters more to them than their own attachment to their favorite thing. Think about the last time someone offered you their most prized possession when you were hurting. It probably meant the world to you, right? That's exactly what your dog is doing every time they bring you that slobbery, well-loved toy when you need comfort most. These 3 behaviors, the vulnerable sleeping, the bathroom bodyguard duty. And the comfort toy offerings, they're not just cute quirks. They're proof that your dog has made a conscious choice to trust you with their entire existence. But there's something even more profound happening in your relationship with your dog. Something so subtle that it happens right in front of your eyes every single day. Yet most people never realize they're witnessing the deepest form of trust that exists between two living beings. Make sure to subscribe for more incredible insights into your dog's secret world. You won't believe what we uncover next. The secret language of gaze and touch. You know that moment when you're just sitting there, maybe reading a book or watching TV, and you suddenly feel like someone's watching you? You look up, and there are those eyes, your dog's eyes, staring directly into yours with an intensity that seems to pierce right through your soul. Most people look away quickly, feeling a bit awkward about the prolonged eye contact. But what if I told you that you're actually experiencing one of the most profound bonding moments possible between two different species? When your dog maintains that steady, soft gaze with you, something absolutely magical is happening in both of your brains. Scientists at Azabu University in Japan discovered that when dogs and humans look into each other's eyes, both species release oxytocin, the exact same hormone that bonds mothers to their babies. Think about that for a moment. Your dog's brain is literally treating you like their child, or you like their parent, releasing the most powerful bonding chemical nature has created. But here's what makes this even more incredible. Dogs don't do this with other dogs. Adult dogs rarely engage in prolonged eye contact with each other because, in canine body language, direct staring is considered a challenge or threat. It's confrontational, aggressive. The fact that your dog breaks this fundamental rule of dog communication to stare lovingly into your eyes means they've completely rewritten their social programming for you. Watch your dog's eyes the next time this happens. Are they soft and relaxed? Are they blinking slowly? That slow blink is actually called a love blink by animal behavior. It's your dog's way of saying, I'm so comfortable with you that I'm willing to close my eyes and be vulnerable, even for just a moment. Now, let me ask you something. Have you ever been sitting somewhere and suddenly felt this warm, solid pressure against your back? You turn around and there's your dog. Not facing you, but with their back pressed firmly against yours, just ... existing in that shared space. This behavior absolutely melts my heart every single time I see it. And here's why. When dogs turn their backs to someone, they're displaying ultimate trust. In the wild, turning your back means you can't see potential threats coming. You're completely dependent on someone else to watch for danger. Your dog is essentially saying, I trust you so completely that I'm going to give you my eyes while I rest mine. But it goes deeper than that. Dogs have this incredible instinct about protecting blind spots. When your dog presses their back against yours, they're not just trusting you, they're creating a defensive unit. You watch the front, they've got the back. You've become pack partners in the truest sense. I've seen this behavior in dogs who've been with their families for years, and it never fails to move me. Some dogs will actually seek out this back-to-back position specifically when they're feeling anxious or uncertain about something in the environment. They're not running to hide, they're running to you to form a team. How incredible is that? Comment below and tell me. Does your dog do the back press? I read every single comment, and I love hearing about these special moments you share with your dogs. Now, let's talk about one of the most tender gestures your dog can make, and one that might happen. So naturally that you don't even realize how significant it is. Picture this. You're sitting on the couch, maybe scrolling through your phone or having a conversation with someone, without any prompting, without any invitation. Your dog walks over and gently rests their head on your lap or against your leg. This simple act represents something profound. A dog's head houses their most vital senses, their eyes, ears, nose, and brain. It's their command center, their most precious asset. When your dog voluntarily places their head on you, they're putting their most important body part completely in your hands. Think about how careful dogs usually are with their heads. They'll let you pet their bodies all day long. But many dogs are initially hesitant about head touches from strangers. The head is sacred space. Yet your dog not only allows you to be near their head, they actively choose to rest it on you. This behavior often happens during what I call emotional check. Maybe you've been stressed about work, or you've been sick, or you just seem a little off to your incredibly perceptive companion. That head on your lap isn't random. It's intentional comfort. Your dog is saying, I'm here, I'm present, and I'm offering you my most vulnerable self to make you feel better. Research from the University of British Columbia has shown that dogs can detect human emotions through micro-expressions and scent changes that we're not even aware of. When they choose to offer physical comfort through headresting, they're responding to emotional cues you might not even know you're giving off. But here's what really gets me about this behavior. Dogs will often stay in these positions even when they become uncomfortable. Have you ever noticed your dog maintaining that heel-up position even when their neck is at an awkward angle? Or when they're clearly ready for a nap but don't want to move away from you? They're choosing your comfort over their own physical comfort. That's love in its purest form. These behaviors, the soul-gazing, the back-pressing, the gentle head resting, they're creating an invisible language between you and your dog. A language of trust so deep that it transcends species barriers. Your dog has learned to communicate with you in ways they never use with other dogs, developing a unique vocabulary of love that exists only in your relationship. But there's something even more extraordinary happening in your daily life with your dog. Something that reveals just how completely you've become the center of their universe in ways that will absolutely astound you. Make sure to subscribe for more incredible insights into your dog's secret world. You won't believe what we uncover next. When you become the center of their universe, imagine this scenario. It's 7 a.m. and your dog's internal alarm clock is going off. Their stomach is rumbling, they can smell their favorite food just sitting there in the kitchen, and every instinct is telling them to eat. But instead of rushing to their bowl, they do something that should absolutely blow your mind. They wait. They sit by your bedroom door, or maybe even right next to your bed. Just ... waiting for you to wake up. This isn't just good manners or training. This is your dog making a conscious choice that defies one of the most basic survival instincts: hunger. Think about how powerful hunger is. It drives almost every decision wild animals make. Yet your dog has decided that sharing breakfast with you is more important than satisfying their own physical needs. I've worked with animal behaviorists who've told me that this waiting behavior is one of the strongest indicators of deep emotional attachment. Your dog has essentially reorganized their entire hierarchy of needs, and you've become more important than food itself. They'd rather experience hunger than experience breakfast without you. What makes this even more remarkable is that this behavior often develops naturally without any training. Dogs who wait for their humans before eating are demonstrating something that goes beyond obedience. They're showing that your presence adds value to their most basic activities. You don't just feed them, you make feeding meaningful. Have you noticed this with your dog? Do they ever sit by their full food bowl, looking between it and you, as if to say, "Come on, let's do this together"? If so, comment below. I read every comment, and I'd love to hear about your morning routines with your faithful companion. Now, let's talk about something that reveals just how completely you've become your dog's safe haven. Picture this. There's a thunderstorm rolling in, or maybe fireworks going off outside. Or perhaps the vacuum cleaner, that terrifying household monster, has made its dreaded appearance. Your dog is scared, genuinely frightened, and they have a choice to make. They could hide under the bed, run to their crate, or seek comfort in a quiet corner. But they don't do any of those things. Instead, they run directly to you. This behavior represents something profound in attachment psychology. Your dog has designated you as what researchers call their secure base, the safe person they turn to when the world feels dangerous. This is the same psychological concept that describes how children run to their parents when they're scared. Except your dog has chosen you for this role entirely on their own. What's incredible is that dogs don't automatically assign this role to just any human in their environment. They might be friendly with other family members, they might even love them. But when genuine fear strikes, they make a beeline for one specific person, their chosen protector. If that person is you, it means your dog has decided that you're the most capable, most trustworthy, most reliable source of safety in their entire world. I've seen dogs who are generally independent and confident completely transform during scary situations, becoming Velcro dogs who need to maintain physical contact with their chosen person. They're not being needy. They're being smart. They've assessed everyone in their life and concluded that you're their best bet for survival. But perhaps the most touching sign of complete trust is something that happens when your dog thinks no one is watching. Have you ever quietly observed your dog when they don't know you're looking? Maybe you've stepped out of the room and then peeked back around the corner, or you've pretended to be asleep while watching through barely open eyes. What you're witnessing in these moments is your dog's natural state when they're truly alone versus when they're with you. When dogs are by themselves, even in familiar environments, they maintain what behaviorists call a scanning posture. Their ears are mobile, constantly checking for sounds. Their body is ready to spring into action. Their breathing is slightly elevated, prepared for fight or flight. But watch what happens when you're in the room. That vigilant posture melts away. Terriers relax. Their breathing deepens and slows. Their muscles soften. They might even start snoring. And let me tell you, a snoring dog is a dog who feels absolutely, completely safe. This transformation doesn't happen with everyone. I've observed dogs who remain in simulate mode even with beloved family members, but who achieve complete relaxation only when one specific person is present. That level of complete physical and mental relaxation is reserved for the person they trust most in the world. Research from the University of Lincoln has shown that dogs' cortisol levels, their stress hormones, actually decrease measurably when their preferred human is nearby. Your mere presence is literally making your dog's body chemistry calmer and healthier. You're not just their companion. You're their living, breathing, stress, medication. Think about what this means. Your dog has become so attuned to your protective presence that their entire nervous system has learned to stand down when you're around. They've essentially decided that as long as you're there, they can let their guard down completely because you'll handle any threats that might arise. The trust required for this level of vulnerability is staggering. Your dog is betting their life on your ability to keep them safe, and they're doing it gladly, every single day, often without you even realizing it. These behaviors, wading through hunger, seeking you in fear, achieving peace only in your presence. They paint a picture of a relationship that transcends the typical human-pet dynamic. Your dog hasn't just accepted you as their owner. They've elected you as their everything. But recognizing these incredible displays of trust is just the beginning, because there's a profound responsibility that comes with being chosen as someone's entire world. And there's something crucial every dog owner needs to understand about honoring this sacred bond. Make sure to subscribe for more incredible insights into your dog's secret world. You won't believe what we uncover next. How to honor and strengthen this sacred bond. Now that you've discovered these 9 incredible signs of trust, from the vulnerable belly-up sleeping to becoming their entire universe, you might be feeling a mix of emotions. Maybe you're amazed, maybe you're touched, or maybe you're feeling a little overwhelmed by the weight of responsibility that comes with being loved so completely by another living being. And you should feel that weight. Because what your dog has given you isn't just affection or companionship, it's their entire emotional and physical well-being placed completely in your hands. They've made you their protector, their safe haven, their reason for wading through hunger, and their cure for fear. That's not something to take lightly. So how do you honor this incredible trust? How do you make sure you're worthy of being someone's whole world? First, understand that consistency is everything to your dog. When they've learned that you're their secure base, they need to know they can count on that every single day. This doesn't mean you have to be perfect. It means you have to be predictable in your love and care. Your dog has structured their entire emotional life around your reliability. So maintaining routines, keeping promises, yes, even the small ones like walk time, and being emotionally available when they need you isn't just nice, it's essential. Think about those moments when your dog brings you their favorite toy when you're sad, or when they press their back against yours for mutual protection. They're showing up for you emotionally. The question is, are you showing up for them? When they approach you for that gentle heat-on-lap comfort, do you automatically reach down to acknowledge them? When they're scanning your face for reassurance during something scary, are you providing that calm, confident energy they're looking for? Your emotional state directly impacts your dog's sense of security. Remember, they've literally rewired their stress response around your presence. If you're constantly anxious, angry, or unpredictable, you're not just affecting your own well-being, you're destabilizing the very foundation of safety your dog has built their life upon. But here's something many dog owners don't realize. Trust can be damaged, and once it's damaged, it takes enormous patience and consistency to rebuild. Have you ever noticed your dog becoming more hesitant about certain behaviors? Maybe they've stopped sleeping belly up as often, or they've become more reluctant to fully relax in your presence. These can be signs that something has shaken their confidence. It might be something obvious, like harsh punishment or inconsistent responses to their attempts at connection. But it can also be subtle changes in your routine, increased stress in the household, or even just being distracted and unavailable when they've approached you for comfort. The beautiful thing about dogs, though, is their incredible capacity for forgiveness and their desire to rebuild connection. If you've recognized that trust has been damaged, you can work to restore it. Start small. Notice when your dog is offering those vulnerable behaviors and respond with gentle acknowledgement. When they wait by their food bowl for you, make sure to acknowledge that gift they're giving you. When they seek you out during stressful moments, be present, really present, not just physically there, but emotionally available. Comment below and tell me, have you noticed your dog showing these signs of deep trust? I read every comment, and I'd love to hear about your special bond. Remember that your dog's trust isn't just given once. It's renewed every day through your actions and responses. Each time you honor their vulnerability, each time you provide comfort when they seek it, each time you maintain that consistency they depend on, you're deepening a bond that goes beyond simple companionship. But there's something else crucial to understand. This level of trust comes with the responsibility to advocate for your dog's needs, even when it's inconvenient. When your dog follows you to the bathroom because they're fulfilling their self-appointed role as your protector, try to see it as the honor it is rather than an annoyance. When they interrupt your busy day to offer comfort or seek connection, remember that you are their entire world, not just a part of it, but the whole thing. This doesn't mean spoiling them or allowing problematic behaviors. It means understanding the emotional needs behind their actions and responding with compassion and wisdom. Your dog isn't being needy when they seek your presence. They're being loyal to a bond they consider sacred. Think about the profound gift you've been given. In a world where genuine, unconditional love is rare, you have a living being who has chosen to trust you with their life, their safety, their happiness, and their peace of mind. They ask for so little in return, just your presence, your consistency, and your kari. Your dog doesn't need you to be perfect. They need you to be present. They need you to honor the vulnerability they show you and to continue being worthy of the incredible trust they've placed in you. Every day, your dog wakes up and chooses you again. They choose to wait for you, to seek you, to trust you, to love you with every fiber of their being. The question is, will you choose them back with the same dedication? As you go forward in your relationship with your dog, remember that you're not just a pet owner. You're a guardian of someone's entire emotional universe. You're the keeper of their trust, the center of their world, and the foundation of their security. That's not just a responsibility, it's an honor. And your dog, in their infinite wisdom and capacity for love, has decided that you're worthy of it. So the next time you see your dog sleeping belly up near you, or following you to the bathroom, or bringing you their favorite toy when you're sad, take a moment to appreciate what you're really seeing. You're witnessing love in its purest form, complete, unconditional, and absolutely trusting. And that, my friends, is something truly sacred. Have you recognized these signs of trust in your own dog? Share your stories in the comments below. I read every single one, and I'd love to celebrate the incredible bond you share with your furry family member. And if this video opened your eyes to just how much your dog truly loves you, make sure to subscribe for more amazing insights into the secret world of our canine companions.